Madam C.J. Walker, a self-made millionaire black woman who shocked the American people. So much so that she has her own biographies and Netflix original limited series. Going from a mere laundress to the very first woman who built her own path to million-dollar success and more.
Duffel bag with a killer, surrounded only by a killer. Aiming for the 9 digits, I ain't talking about no phone number. Baby, wait just a minute, I ain't gon' play no longer. Baby, wait just a minute, I ain't gon' play no longer.
What up guys, it's Nana who talks, and on this channel we discuss, laugh, but most importantly, we stay blessed. And welcome back to episode 2 of Black Excellence. Madam C.J. Walker was born Sarah Breedlove in a family of 5 near Delta, Louisiana on December 23, 1867, 153 years ago. Her parents were Owen and Minerva Breedlove, both of whom were slaves. She was the first child of theirs to be born into freedom after Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation in 1862, which was the United States allowing slaves to be free, later on followed by the 13th Amendment 3 years later to forever ban slavery in the United States of America. Unfortunately for all 5 of her older siblings, her 1 sister and 4 brothers, they were also enslaved. At 7 years old, she became an orphan when her mother died in 1872 and her father died a year later, both of unknown causes. At the age of 10, she moved to Mississippi to live with her now free sister Leviana, as well as her brother-in-law Jesse Smollett. Even though she finally had a place to call home and had new parent figures, the torment wasn't over. In 1882, she had to escape from her very abusive brother-in-law at only 14 years old by marrying Moses McWilliams, whom with she later conceived her only child, Alalia, on June 6, 1885. After 5 years of her marriage, Moses died, leaving her widowed with her 2-year-old daughter at the time. After his death, Sarah Breedlove and Alalia moved to St. Louis, where 3 of her brothers lived, working as barbers. She worked as a washerwoman, basically washing other people's crusty clothes for living, being paid barely over $1 a day. It wasn't much, but it was enough to send her daughter to public school and herself to night school. Sarah did attempt a second marriage in 1894 with a man named John Davis, but that quickly failed in 1903. However, while working in St. Louis, she met her 3rd husband, Charles Joseph Walker, who coincidentally worked in advertising, later helping her with the marketing of her hair company. Around the 1890s, Sarah started suffering of a scalp disorder, causing dandruff and baldness. She first learned about hair care from her 3 brothers who were barbers, but her interest grew larger when she started working for Annie Turnbow Malone, a very successful black hair care product entrepreneur, in 1905. It was also in 1905 that she decided to move to Denver, Colorado with her daughter Alalia to start developing her product line. She had moved there with only $1.05, but thanks to her wonderful hair grower, Glossine, and vegetable shampoo success growing, profits grew larger. This is around the same time she married C.J. Walker in 1906, taking on the name Madam C.J. Walker, which was encouraged by her husband. Her experience with hair loss and working for Annie pushed her to create her own black hair products. All she needed was a reason and a passion to make her dreams become possible. However, it took Sarah several trials and errors before she figured out the perfect pomade ingredients of the product she was going to sell. But after that, she had a new obstacle: getting clients. This is where the role of her husband CJ came into play. He became her business partner, traveling with his wife in the South and Southeast, where she was promoting her product by giving lecture demonstrations of her Walker method, which was her formula of the use of pomade, brushing, and heated combs. During this, Alalia Walker took care of the mail order operation in Denver. Madam C.J. Walker started by selling door-to-door, teaching every single black woman she encountered how to style and care for their black hair. When she had enough money, after selling to countless amount of doors, she opened a beauty store in 1908, as well as a beauty school, Lelia College, in order to train hair culturists. At this point, she was becoming so well known in the black community that she wasn't doing door-to-door sales anymore. People were buying at her stores, and she was training a couple of black women that well represented who her products were marketed for in becoming her sales beauticians, knocking door to door for her. These women were called Walker agents. See, at first she was working for her money. Now her money was working for her. Her company was soaring so fast she created a rival named Annie Turnbull Malone. Yep, that's right. The same woman she worked for as an agent back in 1905 was now her biggest rival in the black hair product business. You know what they say, work hard till your idols become your rivals. Well, that's exactly what Madam C.J. Walker did. In 1910, she transferred her business to Indianapolis, leaving the Pittsburgh branch to her daughter Alelia. It was there Walker bought out a factory and built it into the Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company, making profits that would be considered multi-million dollars today. She also had built a laboratory for research. At this point, she wasn't simply selling pomade. She had heated combs, face powder, glossine, soap, hair curling pomade for men, etc. Her brand was eventually selling 23 different products for her African American clients. This company wasn't only manufacturing but started training more and more Walker agents who were primarily black women. They promoted Walker's philosophy to progressively develop the beauty status of African American women in America. She never had them promote her products as straighteners or a way to make black women have European beauty standards rather than embrace the afro, because that wasn't what Madam C.J. Walker was doing. She simply innovated the culture of black hair forever and embraced the idea of properly caring for it and loving it as it deserves. Her and her husband C.J. Walker eventually had a divorce in 1912, who later married one of her agents and unsuccessfully attempted to overtake his now ex-wife. Her daughter Alelia, who was also very successful, moved to Harlem in 1913, where Madam C.J. Walker later joined her in 1916, letting her management team handle her operations in Indianapolis. By 1917, the Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company employed over 20,000 women who were all sales agents promoting her product everywhere in America, making the Walker Company recognized nationally. She organized them into states and local clubs, later establishing the National Beauty Culturist and Benevolent Association of Madam C.J. Walker Agents, who had their very first conference in Philadelphia in 1917. It is believed to be one of the first national gatherings of women entrepreneurs discussing commerce and business. Madam C.J. Walker wasn't only a black female entrepreneur, she was also a huge philanthropist and black activist. She'd raised funds for Indianapolis's black community, contributed scholarship funds to the Tuskegee Institute, preached about women taking on more leadership roles and pursuing business, etc. In 1918, she had the first ever licensed black architect in New York City to build her a $250,000 house so that community leaders had a place to gather and to encourage African Americans to pursue their dreams. Walker often delivered lectures on political, economic, and social issues at conventions sponsored by powerful black institutions, as well as joined the executive committee of New York chapter of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Before her death in 1919, she pledged $5,000, which would be a little over $77,700 in 2020, to the NAACP's anti-lynching fund. And at the time, it was the largest donation they had ever received from an individual. Also in her will, she donated 2/3 of her estate's future net profits to charity. Madam C.J. Walker passed away on May 25, 1919 from kidney failure, but even after her death, her name grew in the 1920s because her company's business market expanded beyond the US to Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, Panama, and Costa Rica. Her legacy lived on. Alelia Walker became president of the Madam C.J. Walker's Manufacturing Company. Her personal papers are being preserved at the Indiana Historical Society. Her Villa Lawaro and the Madam Walker Theater Center, originally the Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company, are listed on the National Register of Historical Places. Plays were written based on her life, remakes of her product were sold in her honor, and a Netflix limited series was created for her. Madam C.J. Walker died 101 years ago, but her legacy shall never die. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and African mama slap the notification bell, and I'll see y'all on the next Nana Talks video. You can't see me, but I'm trying this new format because biographies tend to be without someone's face in it. It's mostly the face of the person you're talking about. Let me know what you think about this format. If you like it, if you don't like it, if I should continue it, if I should stop it immediately. Please share to your friends the videos. Share.
We never smell so good. That bitch looking, she begging for wood. We ain't never felt so good. Money be touching the ceiling, we good. We ain't gotta talk no more. Spend all my money on phone and call.